Number 25 is a word problem, so I actually brought the card in so that I can show you how to get the pieces from this information that you're going to need. So let's look at this card just a minute. The sum of an unknown number and 12 is 25. Sum means add. Remember from your keywords that we did, sum is an addition word. Unknown number, I'm going to use an X for the unknown number, and is the equal sign. So this is saying add X and 12 and that equals 25. And that's exactly what we're going to do. The sum of an unknown number and 12 is 25. And we're going to solve these. So we draw the power t. This is a one-step addition problem. The tough part here is setting it up. So we'll subtract 12 from both sides, cancel, copy, x is 13. So the unknown number is not unknown anymore. It is a 13. So for the rest of these, we're going to be practicing setting them up and solving them. This is a little bit of an extra step than what we're used to. Okay, number 26. 4 less than a certain number is 11. Well, there's my equal sign. Certain number, that's my X. Be careful here. Less means subtraction, and less than means to reverse. So we have subtract, reverse right here. So if you look at the order this problem is in, it says 4 minus x is 11. But we have to reverse. So we're going to say x minus 4 is 11. This is the one we need, the bottom one. 4 less than a number is 11. So you want to solve x minus 4 equals 11. This is why I put those reverse keywords in earlier, so you could figure out how to solve these kinds of problems. Okay, let's look at this one from variable and constant. So we have a plus 4 and a plus 4. X equals 15. So the answer to number 26 is 15. Number 27. There's your equal sign. Certain number, there's your variable. What does product mean? Product is multiply. Multiply 12 and a certain number and you will get 60. So 12 times x is 60. It's a one-step multiplication problem. Your variable, your constant, divide by the coefficient 12. So the certain number is 5. Number 28. The quotient of a certain number and 10 is, there's the equal sign, certain number, that's going to be the variable. So we've got the x, we've got the is, here is a 10. What is quotient? Quotient means divide. So it is saying to divide x and 10 and you will get 2. Divide x and 10, the quotient of a certain number and 10 is 2. You've got your variable and your constant. I'm going to give that x a coefficient, which has to be a 1. And then I need to get rid of the 1/10. So we have to 10 over 1 on both sides. Cancel. Copy. You get a 20 over a 1. So x is 20. Okay, number 29. Let me move this one down. I've got it up there too close. 29. Multiply a number by 7 and then subtract 8. The result is 5 times the number. So we've got several pieces here. Multiply a number by 7. So I'm going to say that's 7x, 7 times a number. Then subtract 8. The result is 5 times the number. Remember, we're using x for the number, so 5 times the number would be 5x. The boss variable is on the left. So I'm going to move this 8 away from that boss variable. I just have to put it right there. That's okay. So I'm left with 7x's and then 5x plus 8 over here. Then I'm going to subtract the 5x, cancel, copy, then divide the coefficient to get x equals 4. Okay, number 30. I still don't have it in the right place, do I? Let's try it right there. Add a number and -5. So x plus -5. Multiply by 8. So we're going to multiply all of that by 8. I'm going to take all of this and multiply it by 8. The result is 2 more than the number. More than is reverse. So 2 and number, and we're going to reverse those. So this is what this problem looks like. This is a tough one. We've got to add a number and 5. Negative 5, excuse me. And then we're going to multiply all of that by 8. The result is 2 more than the number. So there's the equation that we have to solve. So let's, oh, sorry, gotta do distribution. So 8 times x, that's 8x. 8 times negative 5 is negative 40. And copy the rest. Now you can draw your power t. You've got a 1x on this side and an 8x on this side. I'm going to let the boss variable go this way. And then the constants will go this way. So I'll add 40 to both sides, cancel, copy, and then I'll subtract the 1x to get 7x and 42. Divide by the coefficient 7 and get the answer of x equals 6. That is not an easy problem. Number 31. 6 less than twice a certain number is 24. Well, there's my equal sign. And I know that a certain number, that's going to be an x, is 24. I know that 6 is 6. Twice means times 2. And less than means to subtract and reverse. So this is saying 2 times x, and we have to reverse it. So we're going to put the 2x first and then the minus 6. That's the reversing. 6 less than twice a certain number is 24. And we're ready to solve this equation. Variable, constant, and let's move the 6. So 2x and 30. Divide by the coefficient 2. X is 15. Number 32. 8 times a number, so that's 8x, added to 10, so 8x plus 10, is equal to that number. So we don't change to a different letter here. We got to keep the same value. So it's still the x multiplied by 3. So that's going to be 3x. Let me read that again. 8 times a number added to 10 is equal to that number multiplied by 3. And we are ready to solve. the boss variable, you could move the 8x, but since I've taught you that pattern, I'm going to keep that pattern. I'm going to move that 10 away from the variables, move him over there, and I'm left with 8x, 3x, minus 10. I'm going to minus 3x, cancel, copy, divide by the coefficient 5. So x is negative 2. I have to shift position here. My back's getting tired. Okay, number 33. We have a certain number, so that's my variable. And in this case, I'm going to use an x. Increased by 20. That's plus 20. Equals 5 times the number. So we have x plus 20 equals 5x. And I've got my power t. Put a 1 in front of that x, and you can see that this is your boss variable. And this is the constant. So I'm going to move my 1x to get a 20. You can keep the positive if you want to. 4x. Divide by the coefficient 4. So x and 5 need to be standardized. Number 33, x equals 5. Number 34. Whoops. Okay. I have 8 more than a certain number is 19. A certain number, that's the x. 8 is just plain 8. It's constant. More means add, and than means to reverse. So we need an addition sign, and we need to reverse the x and the 8. So this is going to say x plus 8 is 19. 8 more than a certain number is 19. You've got variable and constant. Let's move the 8. So x is 11. That certain number is 11 in this problem. $35. A certain number subtracted from 21 is equal to 10. So we have x, there's subtracted, from is reverse. So it looks like x minus 21, but from means to reverse. So we're going to say 21 minus x is 10. A certain number subtracted from 21 is 10. So let's put together the power t. Your variable is on this side. Your constant is on this side. So let's move the 21. So you have a negative x and a negative 11. I need to put that ghost one in there so I can divide that negative away. You can't leave it as a negative x. So x is 11. Again. Number 36. The product of an unknown number and 8 is 32. Well, product means multiply. So we're going to say negative 8 times x is 32. Sorry, negative 32. And that matters. So we have our variable on the left, our constant on the right, and I need to divide away that coefficient. So x is positive 4. Be careful with those negative signs. Use your calculator if necessary. Number 37. The quotient of a certain number and negative 6 is 4. Well, quotient means divide. So we have a number divided by negative 6 is 4. Power t, put your 1 there. Variable and constant, I'm going to multiply by negative 6 over 1. So you end up with negative 24 over 1. X is negative 24. And then down here, add 7 to twice a number. So twice a number plus 7. The result is 10 more than the number. So the number plus 10 will be the other half. So we add 7 to twice a number. The result is 10 more than the number. And this time my boss variable is on the left, and I'll put constants on the other side. So move your 7, get 2x, 1x, and 3. Move the 1x, cancel, copy, and divide the coefficient 1. X is 3 for number 38. Number 39. We're almost there, guys. Hang in there. Multiply a number by 2 and then add 2. The result is 20. Multiply a number by 2 and add 2. The result is 20. Power t, variable, constant. Move the 2, the constant 2, then divide the coefficient 2 to see that x is 9. So number 39, x is 9. Number 40. The sum of 8 and a certain number, so that's 8 plus x, that's the sum, is increased by 12. So increased by 12 is adding 12. The result is the same as the number multiplied by 3. The number, which is our x, multiplied by 3. So this is telling me that the sum of a number and 12, the sum of 8 and a number is increased by 12, and that is equal to 3x. Draw the power t. I need to combine some like terms. The 8 and the 12 need to get combined, so that's positive x, positive 1x, plus 20 equals 3x. So your boss variable is on the right this time. So I'm going to move the 1x, and that leaves me with 20 on the constant side. That's a good thing. 3x minus 1x is 2x. Divide by the coefficient 2. So x is 10 for number 40. Number 41. The product, multiply, a certain number and 5 is 12 less than the number. So there's reversal in this one. We have the product of a number and 5, that's 5x, is 12 less than the number, x minus 12. So let's draw the power t. Put your 1 there, and you can see that the 5x is the boss. So we need to move the 1x, cancel, copy, and divide by the coefficient 4. So x is negative 3. Don't lose your negative sign. And finally, number 42. The product of a certain number and 4 is 12 less than the number. So the product of a certain number and 4, that's 4x, is 12 less than the number. Is that not what we just did? Oh no, that one was 5x. These are very similar. Alright, so we have power t. So the boss is the 4. The constant is the 12. And we need to move the 1x. So we have 3x and negative 12. Divide by the coefficient 3. So x is negative 4. I forgot to mark off my solution there. There are 42 algebra problems. I encourage you to practice these often. Just pull them out, pick one at random, and see if you can work it. You have the answers on the backs of the cards that if you wrote them on there, and you have the explanations right here. So you have lots and lots to review. These skills will leave you if you don't practice them. But we are done with equations. I did give you a pocket to put your problems in if you want to do that. Just glue the pocket onto the page and it'll hold your problems for you. In the next video, we will be looking at inequalities. And the good news is that you really have already learned that. You just don't realize it yet. Because of the way we learned our algebra, you'll see it again in inequalities. So I will see you very soon for that video, and I hope you have a great day today.